Have you ever wondered what happens when a massive star just walks away? Not with a bang, but a whisper? That's exactly what Lina Marlowe, one of the biggest names in Hollywood for the last 20 years, tried to do. And in today's world, that whisper turned into a roar. Let's set the scene. It's a quiet Tuesday in Los Angeles. Lina Marlowe wraps her final day on the hit series Sable Ridge. There are no press statements, no tearful goodbyes on Instagram, no fanfare. She just leaves. The plan was simple: finish her work, close a chapter, and disappear. For a moment it worked. The silence was deafening. But Hollywood, and more importantly, the internet, hates a vacuum. Within 72 hours, a quiet exit became a global news event. It started with tiny details: a line missing from a call sheet, a stray comment from a hairstylist about packing up wigs. Soon, fan accounts and gossip newsletters were piecing together the puzzle. The hashtag #QuietExit started trending. By Friday morning, the dam broke. The streaming platform, Atlas Plus, released a short, formal statement. They were grateful for her 4 seasons. The character of Rowan wouldn't be recast, and her story would conclude. The studio followed with a similarly bland comment about creative evolution. The machine had taken over. Lina Marlowe herself stayed silent, until she posted a simple, handwritten note to her 19 million followers. It read, "I've given everything I can give to this character and this chapter. I'm going to put the rest into life. With love and thanks, L." And then, the most powerful move of all, she disabled the comments. It was a radical act of not explaining. So what really happened? Sources close to the production paint a picture not of a single dramatic blow-up, but of a slow, steady burnout. Think about it. Grueling shooting schedules to meet global release dates, constant online scrutiny where every tiny creative choice becomes a massive debate, and the sheer physical and emotional toll of carrying a major series. One crew member put it perfectly: "There's a difference between stamina and sustainability. Lina has endless stamina, but when you're not just the star, but also the person everyone looks to for morale, for the tone, for the brand, that's a weight that never goes away." The show had already been through its own turbulence, with multiple crew changes, but everyone agrees Marlowe was the opposite of the problem. They called her the glue, but even the strongest glue can dry out. The production itself was a pressure cooker. Last season, a creative pivot led to more night shoots and a compressed schedule. At the same time, the show's dedicated fanbase was analyzing every single frame, turning set photos into weeks of often harsh online discourse. One cast member said, "You stop feeling like an actor and start feeling like a meme generator." The studio Northgate wasn't completely blind to this. They had recently introduced new wellness protocols, shorter workdays, better weekend protections, even an on-set counselor. A production manager admitted, "I think leadership understood that we had redlined. But trying to change the culture of a massive production while it's still running is like repairing an airplane wing in mid-flight. It's possible, but you're going to feel every single jolt. And of course, there's the money." Marlowe's contract was a prime example of modern streaming deals, packed with bonuses tied to opaque metrics like subscriber stickiness and completion rates. One former strategist said, "Lina hit every qualitative metric you could invent." But these deals also put immense pressure on the individual. When you're essentially being bonused for not burning out, the system is setting you up to fail. But people close to the situation insist this wasn't about money. She wasn't negotiating for more pay. She was negotiating for a life. What makes Lina Marlowe's exit so fascinating is how she did it. No tell-all interview, no new project to promote, no scandal to blame. She just opted for a soft landing instead of a splashy exit. And in doing so, she started a huge conversation in Hollywood. What does it cost to be a star in 2025? And who gets to control the narrative when a star decides to reclaim their own life? This entire episode shows how the media landscape has changed. What used to be a human resources decision became a massive cultural event, fueled by fan detectives, reaction channels, and speculative podcasts. A media scholar, Kara Witt, explained it this way. We've trained audiences to think the offstage is the real story. When the star tries to reclaim the offstage, the system treats that as content too. Lina Marlowe's career began at the tail end of an older era of Hollywood. She didn't even join social media until 2019. Now, her own personal account has become the primary source for the biggest story about her. In the end, the writers of Sable Ridge are crafting a final arc for her character Rowan that mirrors her real-life departure, one filled with grace, not fireworks. Lina's quiet exit is a powerful statement. It's a reminder that behind every character, every brand, and every headline, there is a person. And sometimes, that person decides that the most radical thing they can do is to simply choose life. What do you think about this new era of celebrity and the pressures they face? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like and subscribe for more stories from the world of entertainment. See you next time.